We're almost there, just a trading day and a half between us and a break. We could use one this week, and hopefully all of you are able to have a relaxing weekend as well. We need to do a better job watching basketball. It's been a tough transition for us around here from football this season. Still moping around after that embarrassing Cincinnati performance in the bowl game. Thank heavens for Boise State. Now, on to the news that you need. There were rumors that the Senate would vote on Ben Bernanke at 10:30 this morning. We would have liked nothing more, but so that we can finally get off the phone with senators and do a few things around here. And I think that Brad hasn't eaten since it was clear that Bernanke's reappointment was in serious jeopardy. So hopefully Brad can go grab something to eat. He's skinny enough as it is. But Joe tell him I said that. You know how sensitive skinny guys are about their weight. Oh yeah, we said we were getting to what you need. Technically, we need to know about Bernanke, and so we're halfway there. We're not doing anything today until we see what happens with Bernanke. We need to see more of a direction in the stock market before we take a more aggressive position. We're holding on tight today after raising cash yesterday. This will be yet another reminder for you to do the same. Make sure you keep cash on hand because we can't see your individual portfolio, and this segment isn't meant to tell you how to manage it. But one thing we do know for sure is that everyone should hold enough cash to take advantage of overdone moves in the stock market, like Apple below $200. We agree with Pete Najarian that that's your level to get in. We're concerned that the iPad doesn't support Flash and doesn't have a camera. Really, that's something that's pretty annoying about the iPhone. We don't think it's enough of a reason for people not to buy the device, though. But the name might be. Geez, we spent a good 10 minutes yesterday making fun of the name, emailing and Facebooking that picture Jane Wells and Patty Edwards were circulated yesterday. Wow, now that was funny. You should be able to go to either Patty Edwards or Jane Wells' Twitter pages and look at their twit pics, and you'll see what we're talking about. Today, we're looking at JP Morgan. We'll save you from having to hear from us what they do, as we have much bigger concerns if you don't know what JP Morgan Chase does. By the way, if you don't, please go get an investment advisor. Seriously, that would make us very nervous, kind of like you driving a car around, not knowing what those pedals down there on the floor do, and why some cars have 2 and some have 3. Anyway, the company's forward P is 8.2. Now, if that isn't attractive, I don't know what is. There's a regulatory cloud hanging over the company because they do have some good prop ratings, but earnings power from their banking should be enormous once loan loss reserve is stopping. Now, given the current climate, that may be 2012 when we elect another president. That is if he doesn't change his mind and give us another stock market is a good wealth creator speech again and send the markets back on their way higher. JP Morgan is looking very hard at a dividend, which we think will distinguish them again from their peers. They have $173 a share in cash. If you back that out of the stock price, they owe you some money, so you see what we're getting at. The company generates $101 billion in operating cash flow as well. That's some serious firepower, and we have to believe that Jamie Dimon isn't stupid. Actually, we know he's not stupid, and we've been on endless conference calls with him, and he's never shied away from a question once. He'll jump in and answer the question over someone if he thinks the answer isn't sufficient. So take a look at JPM under $40 a share. As this stock, we can't see you regretting that you own in 5 or 10 years. Second, the specialty chemical maker space is really a hot place to be. Ashland blew away the numbers recently, and there are other names in the space that we really like. Take a look at Solutia. It manufactures and markets various chemical and engineered materials for use in the consumer and individual applications worldwide. But Jim Cramer is right, and there's a boom coming in the industrial economy in the years worldwide. Solutia would benefit. They make and sell special custom-coated window films under Lumar, Vista, Kila, and Formula One Performance Automotive Films brand names. That's right, you heard the magic word, automotive. They also do a film that's used for tape that is badging for automotive. You know, when you buy a car from CarMax on it and it has their logo in vinyl, that kind of tape. They also have tapes for computer touchscreens and flat panel monitors. We know those are important going forward. Whoever thought of buying the maker of the plastic that coats your phone or big flat screen TV, you know, the stuff that you peel off before you use the device. On the conference call, they did point out that there's films are on the Kindle reader. We'll see how that is affected by the new iPad. We'd love to see them get that deal. They do have a big solar exposure and make chemicals that help lower the temperatures that are generated from processes in your solar system and in your car. Their Therminal is a very well-known product that does work of heat transfer from the surface or device to the fluid to keep the operating temperature down. Their Flexus product is in nearly every tire produced today, and that's saying quite a bit. The stock hit a new 52-week high today, and they're certainly leveled in a growing economy. Take a look and see what you find. They're levered 10 to 1 debt to cash, but they are showing over $1 billion in free cash flow, so it looks like none of their debt is due anytime soon. Enjoy the day. So far, we haven't seen any news on Bernanke, so it looks like the 10:30 time frame wasn't the magic one for today, and hopefully today is the day, though. We just got an update on CNBC. Well, looks like the debate started at 12 noon with a vote for this afternoon. That's good news, and we'll be sure to keep you up to date on what we know via Twitter. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.